Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk Show. Today we're going to talk about something super important. So often we'll talk about the 12 or 16 hours of your day when we're awake and how to bring mindfulness to that. But today we're going to talk about, as you may be able to hear in the background, I have this white noise website playing. My favorite is rain, waves, and a little campfire on the seashore where you can hear the rain and the waves, keep us cozy. So a whole bunch of practical techniques or tips to make sure you get to sleep and not only get to sleep, but get some deep sleep. So from a mindfulness point of view, a lot of people say don't do anything in your bed that isn't sleeping or sex. I'm not really that uptight about it. I sleep like a baby. I never have insomnia. So I'm just going to talk very personally about what works for me. I'm by no means an expert, but I am something of an expert in having tons of technology in my life and then getting all that away and sleeping like I was dead, but very happily dead, for 8 hours a night. So first of all, article came out in the New York Times a year or so ago that basically said you're a stupider person if you don't sleep enough. That wasn't a judgment, it was actually science saying you make worse decisions, you're worse at business, you're worse at everything. You just aren't fully there and with it. So that really had an effect on me. There's obviously a romantic kind of thing in the whole entrepreneur community that I'm a part of where you sleep less, you work more, you party hard, la la la. So that finally got me to stop going to bed at 3 a.m. or whatever that I did for many, many years, and to start really trying to get my 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep. So try and sleep a reasonable amount, try and go to bed around the same time. I definitely don't go to bed, when the sun goes down. A lot of people say you sync your sleep rhythms with the rhythms of the sun. But I go to bed around midnight or 1 now instead of 3 or 4 or 2 as I used to do. And then I get up at 7:30 or 8:30, almost always 8:19 for whatever reason. That's my favorite alarm. So a lot of people have this iPhone or smartphone in your life, and we don't have alarm clocks in our life anymore. I don't have an alarm clock on my bedside. I just use this. But that's bad because this can make noises, la la la. So number one, if you want to get into deep REM sleep, get some really deep quality sleep and fun dreams, you gotta go in airplane mode. Do it. Just do it. There's no call that you can do anything about at 3 a.m. Even if there's an emergency, there's nothing you can do about it. So obviously we can argue about that, but if a very small part of you is awake and attentive and ready to react to an emergency all night long, that's probably not an ideal state of mind to be in. So I put my phone in airplane mode. It'll still make some noises with calendar and stuff like that. I turn the volume off, and then I put it in the bathroom, which is that way, pretty reasonably far away. So, and then I set my alarm clock every night. I just go to my alarm, I have a preset 8:19, now it's on. And then I put it in the bathroom. So that has two benefits. It being in the bathroom means I have to get up and get out of my cozy bed and go to the bathroom to turn off the annoying ringer, which is actually not annoying. That's another nice point. First sound you hear in the morning shouldn't be blamp, 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 or some pop song that fills your head. Ideally, it should be something kind of beautiful and melodious. I think mine is like chimes or some classical kind of thing. Something that makes you want to live your life and jump out of bed. Another practical tip is if you have any of those little red or green lights or orange lights or yellow lights, VCRs, anything like that, get it out of the bedroom. That I definitely believe in. If you want to watch a movie in bed once in a while, fine, but turn off the switcher, get all those lights off. Your bedroom should be a cozy, super cozy cave that you want to sleep in. I have Redford here. That's my doggy. He's taking a little nap, sort of, or just watching my talk show. Someone has to. And I actually never let him sleep in bed. He has his dog bed right by my bed, so I can kind of be with him and near him. If you have a partner or children, obviously it's great to cuddle and be cozy. Many of us, however, move in our sleep, get up to go to the bathroom, la la la. If there's any of that kind of movement at all, ever, then I would say cuddle before you go to bed and then separate it up. So a memory foam mattress or two mattresses that are joined into one, or some sort of situation where someone can get up without waking up the other person is super important. If a part of you is getting woken up in and out all night, that's not good. As a professional deep sleeper, there's nothing I hate more than being woken up several times in the night. All right, some other little tips for how to have sweet dreams. Let's see. Obviously, exercising in the day, every day, is not only good for your heart, it's good for your, staying in shape, la la la. But like with dogs, the best dog is a tired dog. The best sleeper is someone who's exercised. So get out that kind of nervous energy, get out that caffeine, get out that busyness. Try and run, try and do something to get your heart rate up, even if only for 5 minutes. Literally, New York Times has reported on this, makes a huge difference in your day, in your health. All right, when I go to brush my teeth at night, that is me brushing my teeth, not doing anything else. I walk outside and look at the stars on my balcony. So most of us have some way to look out a window or a balcony or a yard. After I've been watching a movie or doing electronic work on my laptop, it's really great to remind myself that I am a human being on a planet living a life. I look at some stars, I get some perspective. Something happens that I can't even really explain, but I just feel human again, and then I go to bed. It kind of like detoxes hours of electronics, just even in a minute of being outside. Doesn't matter how cold it is, you can handle it for a minute if it's winter. Look at those stars while you're brushing your teeth. Be human again, settle down, sleep in full. So there's a great article in the New York Times, which luckily I've been doing. I read the New York Times, obviously. They have a great wellness section, and it says sleep in colder temperatures. So if you set your alarm or your thermostat and it's too high, you actually retain fat better. So here's a new weight loss plan while you sleep. It's my kind of weight loss plan because I'm super lazy. Is keep it cold. I keep my whole house at 53 at night. That's probably a little extreme for most of you coddled Americans. But you can keep it at 66 instead of 68 or 65 instead of 69. Just lower it even a couple degrees. Make sure you're nice and cozy. I love to be super warm and cozy because I am a coddled American. But I keep it cold outside, and it just helps you sleep harder, and it helps you kind of improve your metabolism. All right, what else? Let's see. So many notes. Here's a quote from the New York Times. You can almost effortlessly tweak your metabolic health by turning down the bedroom thermostat a few degrees. Study was done at 66 degrees, which is far from extreme. All right, obviously meditation. Here's a huge one. First thing when you wake up, meditate. Then you kind of reset your motivation to live life, which is to be a benefit and enjoy being a benefit to all other people. Same thing at night. Busy, busy, busy all day long, or maybe neurotic, or maybe happy, excited, whatever your state of mind. Take a good posture. Connect with the heavens above, the solidity of the earth below. Find your breath. Feel your heart. Feel being a human being. Breathe in and out. Which we're all very good at, because we're alive. And then if you find yourself thinking about something, return your attention to your breath. And do that again and again for 2 minutes. And then when you're done, dedicate the merit of your day to all sentient beings, including yourself. Done. Boom. That really helps reset and kind of create a little dividing line between busy day and sleep. All right. So I eat whenever I want. I'm not too uptight about that, but if you eat late at night, it's a great way to store fat because you're not digesting very well. So again, if you want to have good digestion and not gain weight, probably don't eat 2 hours before bed. But again, don't get too uptight about all this stuff. Being uptight about it is a great way to kind of focus too much on trying to go to sleep. And if you're trying to go to sleep, that's actually an active, stressful thing. It doesn't help you go to sleep. So if you have insomnia one night, you can't go to sleep, just immediately give up. Stop trying to go to sleep. Sit up in bed. Turn on your light. Grab a book, which I love to do. I read a couple pages of a book that's fun to read. This is a horrible cover of a beautifully illustrated book. I can't believe they ruined the cover. But it's Magic by the Lake, Edward Eger, something I enjoyed reading when I was like 12. So I just read, some noir book or some sci-fi or something just fun, kind of guilty pleasure reading every night. Tintin, whatever, Calvin and Hobbes, New Yorker, and then I fall asleep. So read a couple of, that's how I kind of transition. And I lie down on my pillow, look up for a second, kind of hustling style, just looking up at thinking about my day. And then when I start getting sleepy, I turn to my side, boom, I'm out. You don't need to turn to your side or do any of that stuff, but that's just what I do. Again, this white noise thing, I live on College Hill. It's super crazy here. Some nights there's, sorority girls or frat boys or just generally enthusiastic college kids running around yelling bad words at 3 a.m., breaking glass, doing whatever. There's a couple websites I like. Right now I'm on SoundDrown, 1D, and I'm playing rain, waves, and fire. Fire makes me cozy. Waves, just rhythmic and awesome. And rain makes me feel like I better be in a cozy fire cave thing. I just love it. Makes me want to go to sleep. I rarely use this. I never use it unless there's noise outside. But I like to keep a window cracked open so I have fresh air. So I kind of need the white noise thing. Do we have anything else? Some new tips. Probably plenty for now. It's been a long video. This video has hopefully helped put you to sleep. And tune in more for more mindful tips, everyday life, coming from my training in the Buddhist tradition, coming from my life in the chaotic, excited world of entrepreneurialism and new media and electronics. So this is mindful tips for everyday crazy people like myself and perhaps yourself. Thank you so much. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you want to get alerts on our videos every week, and SoundCloud for if you want to listen to it while you cook or whatever. All right. Thanks so much.